Hey, what's up everyone? It's me, BaRKy. First of all, just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been leaving comments and likes and stuff on the latest videos. I'm really feeling love, so just wanted to give a quick shout out to you guys. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Anyways, I'm here with a mod for Rimworld 1.4, one of the coolest looking mods ever. I don't know if you can recognize the look of this airship.
Gear of reporting.
But this is the Carryalls mod. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Carryalls. So somewhat strongly inspired by the Command & Conquer series. Red Alert 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. And I actually loved Red Alert 3 as well. But I know it's kind of controversial. I'm not going to get into that now though. So to begin, we shall take a look at the standard airship, which is the bread and butter of the mod. It's the first airship that you research. And then next in line is the Kirov. And then in terms of the Carryalls, we have the Ox, and then the Vertigo, and then the Standard. I think it'll be fairly obvious that this mod is strongly using the SRTS base. It's very, very similar to the SRTS mod, which is actually one of the more popular mods for Rimworld, if I'm remembering correctly. So it essentially is a whole bunch of drop pods that are reusable. I mean, they make caravanning a hell of a lot easier too. There is a few extra benefits that this mod does that I don't think SRTS does, but I haven't used it in such a long time. I don't want to say that for certain. So if you use a transport pod, for example, you can shoot someone off over into a different part of the world. If I wanted to go from here to say there, you can do that. Transport pod lets you do it. Reusing it in the style of a caravan is not going to happen though. So that's why you'd want to use these. They are awesome. I'm not going to go through every single bit of stats from them, but I will show you the best parts. So this is the standard airship, the one you start with. If we go into the research, I went ahead and edited it just so that I could put the research in a nice place. The default research is really weird. I don't know if it's because I'm on a 1440p monitor or what, but this Ox Carryall was like behind the recon armor, and this Carryall was over here. Yeah, it was really weird. Thankfully you can edit it in the vanilla game. So you get fabrication, and that takes you to Carryall, which gives you the standard Carryall, which is this one over here. And then you move on to the Vertigo Carryall and the Ox Carryall. And then the second one that you want to be researching is the gas operation, because that gives you airship, which lets you take the standard airship. And then the second one, which gives you the Kirov. So I do want to spend just like a quick minute just to kind of compliment whoever made the art, if it was the mod maker himself, because it is outstanding. I mean, I can zoom in really, really far compared to because of Camera Plus. And you can still see details even when you're zoomed in to almost the max. Like this must have taken ages to do. So whoever did the artwork, especially on the Ox and the Kirov, I mean, just look at this. It is incredible. They got the frown so perfect too. It looks like something out of Balloons, but you know, it's kind of awesome. Just look at that. You know, you sort of get this feeling of nostalgia just from looking at this, and it's in a completely different game, in a completely different art style. And you guys know me, I am a sucker for the visually outstanding mods, and this one really takes the cake. The one thing that I really do love about this mod though, and something that I want to go into a little bit, is the fact that the ships that you have can have weapons on them, indicated by the range over here. So far, the only two that have are the Ox and the Vertigo for now. But apparently the Kirov will get some in the near future. But let's take a look at these two. So I've got two of them over here. Just gonna enable fire for one, because the one seems to be nearly useless. Pretty much. So spawn these guys in. From the four of them. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. But look, it expends fuel to shoot, which I think is so cool. Is it any good? Not really. In fact, it's horrifically inaccurate. I suppose that is the trade-off. It is garbage tier. If we use the Vertigo instead, look at the sheer difference. As you can see, it burns fuel to shoot. Obviously, you need enough fuel to come back, so you don't really want to be burning this too much. You guys are stuck in here with me, Wookiees. But you don't need burn too much, but it's pretty conservative. It's actually kind of weird. You can just plop them down and use them as turrets, basically. They are tanky. They are pretty tanky. And then finally, although the Carryall doesn't have its own weapon just yet, it's down over here. Let's fill it up with fuel, just for funsies. And then you can see it has a fireworks option. You can get it to burn. It will take a while to burn, but I will be here with you. Any day now. Any day. Alright, they're still alive. I'm really sorry about that. That is horrible. Yeah. I should have thought about that. My bad. I do feel pretty bad right now. It'll be over soon, my friends. As I said, it would be over soon. But it does that, so it can self-destruct. It's a pretty decent explosion, doing 400 damage to these walls, which is actually really strong. Would you want to self-destruct one of these things? Absolutely not. It is 600 cloth, 800 steel, and 15 components to build this, just by the way. Yeah, the resources for these things are just quite intense, but they look awesome, they feel awesome to use, and they're not too slow. As for balance, of course, this is completely and utterly broken, so just, yeah, it just ruins everything in terms of balance. Nope, I didn't want to do that, but let's do it anyways. We're gonna dump our entire base on these poor pirates. Drop in the center. Go to the world map. As you can see, it's almost as slow as walking. I have it on 4x speed now, so this is as fast as the game allows you to go. And we're going right to the center. I don't think this is going to end very well for all colonists, unfortunately. Dropping right here. Okay, well, we came with gifts. Yeah, so I suppose you'd sort of break in here. And then, I suppose it does tank for you. I was gonna say, and then it does nothing, but they were aggro to it, so it's going up in flames somehow. Anyways, we'll go back to the Vertigo. So the Carryall is pretty slow. I don't really see a need to build the Carryall, although it does seem to be fairly cheap. But if we load up the Vertigo, which on the other hand is the fastest, and let's not take everything again. So I meant to click on load instantly, and let's drop. And look at that, this is regular speed. So it's going almost faster than the Carryall for regular speed. And that's 4x. Oh boy, this is okay. Not a great spot. Maybe a great spot. Right next to the battery, of course. Then we killed our friend. Great. Yeah, this actually is a very formidable opponent in combat. Just make sure you don't run on the field. But anyways, that is the mod. I think the biggest downside is that you cannot use SRTS with it, which is a major shame. I'd like to see some sort of compatibility patch where they add these into SRTS, excuse me. But that's pretty much my only issue. Would be cool to see the Carryall be a bit more useful, but the rest of these things are amazing. So I'm gonna cut the video there. Thank you very much for watching. If you've made it to this point, I don't know how you have, but kudos to you. And yeah, once again, thank you guys for all the love recently. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you all tomorrow.
Hey, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. It's really awesome of you. I've got a Discord server that's free for all to join if you'd like to come and have a chat with me or anyone else. And I've also opened up a Patreon page to help fund my videos, so if any of those interest you, please go ahead and take a look at the description. Have a great day, and thank you very much for watching.